So this is an example of the kind of instrument that might have been played by early slaves on the plantation. It's just a gourd with a stick. And this is a more modern rendition of an accounting from Gambia. And when they stretched this skin, they filled it with sand so it wouldn't collapse. And then they'd stretch the skin on, and then cut a hole and get the sand out. And the tensioning system is just tacks. And it isn't that they brought this instrument with them, but they brought the idea with them. And they might have been playing instruments that are more like this small calabash gourd banjo. And it may not necessarily have 5 strings, but it might have 3 strings, or it might have 4 strings, but it always has one short chanterelle string. And you can see that short string on this one. There's one short string. So basically they've got a short string, a little bit longer, and a little bit longer. But what is really important about the African heritage of the banjo in America was the playing style. It was down picking with the thumb like that. So basically they were playing, but so it was down picking thumb. And that became like the stroke style that the minstrels were using, which they copied from the slaves. Now this is the tune which is a minstrel tune from that period. It's called Jim Along Josie. Now, around the turn of the century, people with a lot of money, refined people, started getting interested in the banjo. And they were playing, ragtime, or they were playing classical banjo style, which is more of a finger picking, So they started doing a finger picking, up picking, almost like a classical guitar playing. And this particular banjo doesn't have frets. There was still persistence of fretless banjos even then. And then this basically became the standard instrument for a lot of players, which is the Fairbanks banjo. And Fairbanks started introducing these kind of like tone rings which project the sound. This is a style of playing that's called frailing or clawhammer. So you have the plantation slave style of playing, which was down picking, led to the minstrel style, and from the minstrel style to the clawhammer or the frailing style. But then there's a hybrid of that style, which was called round peak style. But it all kind of goes back to the African playing style of the banjo that came over in the mind of the African slaves when they came to the U.S.